Hello my dear student, welcome to the class. Today we will be learning about the pronoun. First we know about what is a pronoun. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun or avoid the repetitions of a noun. And first we know about the types of pronoun. Types of pronoun are as three. The first personal pronoun, second personal pronoun, third personal pronoun. And write down. Personal pronoun, the first personal pronoun, second personal pronoun, third personal pronoun. So these are all the types of a pronoun. And which are the first personal pronouns? First personal pronoun, I and we. And second personal pronoun is you. Third personal pronoun, he, she, it, they. He, she, it, they. So these are all the pronouns. So the first personal pronoun, second personal pronoun, third personal pronouns. Then the first personal pronoun. So first personal pronoun, where do we use the first personal pronoun? First personal pronoun is a listener. It's a speaker. So first I is a speaker and we is a speaker, and we call as first personal pronoun speakers refers to speaker, and second personal pronouns listener. It refers to as listener and who are listen to a speaking person. Then the third personal pronouns speaking about, and I and you, and talking about someone or a something, and it called as the third personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And these are all the pronouns used in subjective case. Subjective case, and these are all the word we use only as with the subjective part of the sentence. The first, and these pronouns also changed as a objective case. Objective case, and how? And we use these pronouns in the objective case. The first, for subjective case changed into objective case. Objective case, and its take I changed into me, we changed into us, you changed into you, then he changed into him, and she changed into her, it, and they, them. Change as them. So these are all objective case of pronoun. It's I instead of me. For example, I write a letter. In this sentence, I is a subjective case. The first subjective case, I, then change as a objective case. Letter is written by me. A letter is written by me. So in this sentence, me is a objective case. The same I changed into a me. I changed into a me. That is an objective case. Then come to possessive with noun. So these pronouns are changed as a possessive with noun. Possessive with noun, it shows the ownership or possessions of in the sentence. For example, possessive with noun. Possessive with noun. The pronouns are possessive with noun, I, me, and possessive with noun case, the my. Then we, us changes our, and you change into if. Him, his, her, it, its, and don't give a apostrophe. Then they, them changes their. They. So these are all possessive with noun. For example, in the sentence, I write a letter and letter is written by me. So me is used as objective case. Then my. So my. This is my letter. This is my letter. In the sentence, the my is a possessive with noun. With noun, so letter is a noun. So it also help to the possessive with noun, and it shows the ownership of a letter. It's my letter. Then come to possessive without noun. Possessive without noun. Possessive without noun. So noun pronoun are my changed into mine, and our, ours, yours, and his, he, him, his, and her, us, and it, its, same. Then they, and their, theirs, theirs. So these are all the possessive without noun. Possessive without noun. Possessive without noun. It's used and it's they are not followed by any other nouns. And it is independently, and we use as possessive without noun pronoun. My, ours, yours, his, hers, its, theirs. For example, and this letter is mine. This letter is mine. So in the sentence, the mine is it's not followed any nouns, and this is mine. This letter is a mine. So that is it's a possessive without noun. And then come to another it's a personal another pronouns, and that is a intensive pronoun or reflexive pronoun. Intensive pronoun or reflexive pronoun. Intensive pronouns or reflexive pronouns: myself, then ourselves, yourself, yourselves, and himself, and then herself, itself, theirselves. So these are all reflexive pronouns and intensive pronouns. The first and we now intensive pronouns. Intensive pronoun and is a typically, and we find the same as a reflect, and after that intensive pronouns, and typically we find them and reflect right after the nouns, and noun, and it is a intensifying. It is intensifying. For example, I it is intensifying a pronoun. And example, I myself love to travel. I myself love to travel. So in the sentence, my, it is intensive pronoun myself, and I myself. It's I is also it's a pronoun, and this is a subjective case. Then myself and we use, and it is a intensifying. I myself love to travel. So that is a example of a intensive pronoun. And intensive pronouns and nothing but it's a reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Reflexive. So reflexive pronouns and used when the subject and object of the sentence and refers to at same person or at things. Same person or things in the sentence. And for example, it refers to a same person and in the same sentence. For example, I told myself not to spend all my money. I told myself not to spend all my money. So in this sentence, and we observe the myself, it refers to as the same person of the sentence. I told myself not to spend all my money, and that is a reflexive pronoun. Reflects the same person or things in the sentence. That is called a reflexive pronoun. Then come to indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronouns are few, some, any, one. Anybody, or anything, and all and nobody. So these are all indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns means do not point to particular nouns. We use them, and when an object does not need to be specifically identified. For example, everyone here. Everyone here. In this sentence, everyone is its indefinite pronoun, and this is do not point a particular nouns. And everyone are a few students. For example, few students attending the class now. Few students are attending the class now. In this sentence, the few students, it's not specifically or it's particularly, it's a point, do not point out the particular nouns. Then it's some of them, it's come here. So that is the same. It is called an indefinite pronoun. Then come to interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun. Interrogative, already let's know that interrogative. It is just a interrogative pronouns work in a sentence that are passing a question. For example, who, what, who, what, which, whatever, whatever, or answer that, then wherever, wherever. So these are all interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns, I already told above a sentence that it's passing a question. Passing a question. For example, it's what are you doing? What are you doing? So in the sentence, the what is it's a pronoun. It's a interrogative pronoun. What are you doing? Or who are you? Who are you? It is passing a question to another person, and that is also called as an interrogative pronoun. Then come to relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is nothing but it's an interrogative pronoun, and we call it a relative pronoun also. Relative pronouns also are who, what, which, whatever, that, and wherever. It's interrogative pronoun and relative pronoun, both are same, but it's a work differently. And these are interrogative as pronouns, it's raising a question or passing a questions to and some others. But the relative pronouns are used to connect to the clause or phrase to noun or a pronoun in the sentence. For example, it is a connect the clause connect the clause or a phrase and with a noun or a pronoun in the sentence. For example, she made a coffee. She made coffee. So this is a clause which is very sweet. Very sweet. Which is very sweet. So in the sentence, she made coffee which is very sweet. So which is not raising the question or passing a question in the sentence, and it just relative to the clause or it's a clause to noun or a pronoun. So that is called it's a relative pronouns. Then come to last kinds of a pronoun. That is a demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns are these, those, those, this, that, such. So these are all demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns and take the place of nouns, and that is already being mentioned in the sentence. For example, these are ugly. These are ugly. So these are ugly. This is a demonstrative pronoun in the sentence. Those are lovely. Those are lovely. So in the sentence, those is a demonstrative pronoun. Or it's a don't drink this. Don't drink this. So in this sentence, this. So this is it's a demonstrative pronoun. So now these are all the kinds of pronoun, and once again I repeat all the kinds of pronoun. Personal pronouns, it's the first personal, second personal, and third personal pronouns. And subjective case, we use I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Then come to objective case. The same pronoun change as an objective case. Me, us, you, him, her, it, they, them, and them. So these are all objective case. Then possessive with noun. Possessive with noun adds possessive with noun my, our, your. So this, her, its, and they. Then possessive without noun. Possessive without noun, and so you already know that it is are not followed by as other nouns. Mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, theirs. So these are all possessive without noun. Then and we already talk about the as intensive pronoun or as intensive pronoun or reflexive pronoun. Myself, ourselves, and yourselves, and himself, herself, and itself, and themselves. So these are all reflexive and intensive pronouns. Then come to indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns as few, some, anyone, anybody, as all, nobody, everyone. So these are all as indefinite pronouns. Then relative pronouns and who, what, which, whatever, that, and wherever. So it is also called interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns also the same. Then come to demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns these, those, this, that, such. So these are all demonstrative pronouns. Do not it's a pronouns that take a place of a noun and it is already being mentioned in the sentence. For example, and I give these three examples. Then and this pronoun concept is very useful to when we added a interrogative sentence direct sentence changed into indirect speech, and we also changed the first personal and second personal pronoun changed as a third personal pronoun. Then when we added a question tag, and we also use only pronoun with a tag. Then it's a pronoun also. It's a very important for second year student. If you second year PhD student, and it's your question paper 34th question, and this also based on the pronoun concept. And come to example of one of the example in your textbook. Okay. So in your question paper, what do the italicized word in the following paragraph refers to? What do the italicized word in the following paragraph refers to? And they also given the paragraph in your question paper. It's last question, 34th question. And the first, I write the example on blackboard. Nelson Mandela was a famous freedom fighter. He fought against the apartheid policy which was a curse to South Africa was cause South Africa. So he wanted to free his nation therefore many friends who like-minded joined ANC with him. So this is a paragraph. And given your exam. And what do the italicized word or underlined word it's in the following paragraph refers to? And its underlined word are he, which, and his, and who. So he, which, so his, and who. So these are all the pronouns, underlined word, and they don't mention these are all the pronoun, and you should understand that. So these are all the pronoun, and pronoun refers to it's automatically the noun of a statement. And what do the italicized word following paragraph refers to? And that's why. And we also read a paragraph carefully. Nelson Mandela was a famous freedom fighter. He fought against the apartheid policy, which was a curse to South Africa. So he wanted to free his nation. Therefore, many friends who like-minded joined ANC with him. So this is a paragraph. And first sentence, Nelson Mandela was a famous freedom fighter. This is talking about the Nelson Mandela. He fought against the apartheid policy. So he fought. So who fought? It's a Nelson Mandela fought. So he refers to a Nelson Mandela, and this is a subjective case. So when we avoid the repetitions of a noun, we use a pronoun, and that's why he refers to Nelson Mandela. Then against the apartheid policy, which was a curse to South Africa. So which, and you already know that this is a interrogative, it's a pronoun. So interrogative pronoun, and also relative pronoun. So in this sentence, this is not a passing a question which was a curse of South Africa. This is refers to a relative pronoun, relate to the clause or a clause or a phrase with the same sentence. He fought against the apartheid policy, which was curse. The apartheid policy is a curse in South Africa, and that's why, and which refers to apartheid policy. Then come to, and so he wanted to free his nation. His nation, whose nation? And it is refers to possessive with noun, and it is with noun. It's a his. His refers to Nelson Mandela's nation. It's shows the ownership of the nation, and that is his nation, Nelson Mandela's nation. And therefore, many friends who like-minded has joined ANC with him, and this is also relative pronoun, as many friends, and who like-minded, who refers to many friends. So that is the answer, and you are also write this in this word in your examination. Thank you, and if you like the video, hit the like button and share as much as possible to your friends. Thank you.